this city, no one can hide from me.
Hey guys, Brett here, connecting from UbiCentral, and today I'm going to be counting down 5 features that I would like to see in the next Watch Dogs game. Keep in mind, this is my personal opinion, and if you have something you want to add or change, be sure to leave your own list in the comments down below. But without further ado, let's get started. Social stealth. Now this is something that has been in every main Assassin's Creed game with the exception of AC Origins. While this feature is technically in Watch Dogs, if you decide to hide in a car, I would like them to expand on it even further. For example, let's say someone joins your game and tries to hack you. It would be really useful if you could sit down on a bench next to other NPCs or act like you're having a conversation with them. This would add a new element when it comes to online hacking and also the main missions. This feature would honestly be perfect for Watch Dogs 3, especially since they've been focusing more and more on stealth gameplay. The internet. Now when I say the internet, I don't necessarily mean using it as a hacking tool. They already kind of use it that way in side missions, cutscenes, and things like that. When I talk about the internet, I actually mean having a browser with multiple websites, kind of like GTA 5. I talked about this briefly in my 5 things Watch Dogs 2 did wrong video, but basically I want to have access to the DedSec forums, and this would be a perfect opportunity to add that into the game. Not only that, but Ubisoft could add a website for the news station where they talk negatively about DedSec via articles and videos. And there could also be a website for the police where they release official press statements and try to keep the public under control. I know some people will probably complain since it's already in GTA 5, but it really makes sense for Watch Dogs, and they could go a different route with it if they use the examples I just listed.
Yo, Satara, I'm ready to go in. Play me something fresh.
Custom music. Now this is something I would really prefer in any open world game, but especially ones that involve driving. With that said, I totally understand that there's an issue with this from a legal standpoint, but just hear me out. Ubisoft could try reaching out to music apps that are supported on both Xbox and PlayStation. For example, let's use Spotify. If Ubisoft and Spotify worked on some type of agreement, they could add a radio station that connects to your Spotify account directly. From here, you can listen to your personal music library when you're driving or just exploring the open worlds. Now, I already know some people are typing and saying you can just listen to Spotify and then launch the game. The problem with that is it's just simply not as good or realistic, because it's hard to adjust music volumes during gameplay and cutscenes. If this was officially supported, it would be made for the game specifically. So if you get out of the car, the music would stop. If a cutscene starts, the music would also stop. Again, I totally understand that this is very difficult to do, but it would be really unique and appreciated if Ubisoft could somehow make this work. Riding a bicycle and or skateboard. So this feature really depends on the type of characters and tone that the next game is going to have. If the main character is someone like Aiden Pierce, don't have this feature because it just wouldn't work. But if you have someone a bit like Marcus or even a teenager, Jackson Pierce, I think this feature is a must-have. Now this is pure speculation on my part, but I feel like Ubisoft honestly tried adding bikes into Watch Dogs 2 because, well, there's a bicycle lane all around the map. So they at least attempted to add them, but for whatever reason, it didn't work out. Maybe they didn't have enough development time, I really don't know. But regardless, this is something that should definitely be in the next game if the tone is more like Watch Dogs 2. Even if they find a middle ground between Watch Dogs 1 and 2, tone-wise, I personally feel like they should add a BMX or skateboard. Preferably a skateboard though, because I miss the skate franchise and this could come somewhat close to it. Not really, but I mean, just add it, okay? Buying locations and customizing them. Again, I could already see people typing GTA 5 has this feature, but honestly, I would prefer something more like Saints Row 2, at least when it comes to customizing your place. In Saints Row 2, you could customize your entire hideout with different beds, carpets, lighting, TVs, and furniture. The amount of customization in your hideout was insane. This is something I feel could benefit Watch Dogs 3 in a lot of ways. First off, it will make it seem like there's an actual economy in the game, which hasn't been the case for these first 2 games. Making money is so easy, and if you add the option to buy property and customize them, it will definitely help out with this problem. Anyways, that brings us to the end of the video. I honestly think all 5 of these features could help improve the next game in some way. Ubisoft, I've said this before, but just hire me for the next Watch Dogs game. Just do it. By the way, if you all didn't know, I recently started a new channel called Bread. I'm starting to do some vlogs, and I'll probably make videos about other franchises, maybe Spider-Man, Saints Row, open world games, I don't know. But if this seems interesting to you, definitely check it out. An icon should be on the screen right now, and you could also check out the description if you would like. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later.